welcome back. As you saw, the machine worked. And the reason why I came here is because I forgot to put one item in here. I was just one item short. If I didn't do that, this thing would have just been fine. But as you saw, this machine right here is proven to move it forward and send this thing down at the same time. So I'd say that's a success in this sense. The way I have that set up is I basically have the brain over there, which counts how many layers it dug and has a timer to reset it, and there's an AND gate. I guess I could show you what the AND gate does. So the AND gate hooks up to the clock here, which is set to 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then I have this right here. And this, when this torch unlatches, it basically resets the counter for the blocks in the layer. And as I go, this will trigger, sending a pulse through. And this 2-tick pulse will actually move this whole machine forward by 1 every time it mines out a layer. And as you can see, it actually dug out a lot. I just put glass here because I wanted to see what was going on inside, but it's completely fine with the end stone. So yeah, I actually dug out a lot earlier and tested it. I also built a blast chamber right here. It's pretty simple. I honestly just put a little counter up here, and this regulates the pulse. So you know how you get 2 ticks out of an observer? I basically have this machine here, and what it does is it translates the 2 ticks into 1 pulse. So that way the observer doesn't mess up my counter up there. Sorry. Yeah, you know about this part already. It's basically that. I don't want to update this, and you already saw this thing move forward. I will demonstrate that for you again. I'll just go ahead and get my world edit tool so we can just simulate block removal. So I'll do that by deleting these 2 layers. It does kind of dig out 2 layers, but at the same time it doesn't. It's hard to explain. Oh, first position. What the? Oh, I just couldn't see it. I'm sorry. Set air. There we go. So now, since those layers are dug out, it'll look something like this most likely, except it'll have like the blocks here and whatnot. So this part actually will keep its blocks as it moves forward, and this is different from the last video. I actually put terracotta here so the slime can still slip past it and it's pushable. And I will go ahead and just advance it forward, and I'll tell you the functions of that. Once it advances forward, you're gonna see that this machine here pushes all forward, and then it sends its thing down and bumps back up with the blocks on it anyways. So I better go ahead and do that now. Here we go. And it sends it down, goes back up, resets that, and you're basically done. It moves 1 layer forward and starts digging again, because that's how quarries are supposed to function. If it didn't, this thing would be totally useless, since it would just dig out 1 layer and yeah, it's not so good. But yeah, this thing is actually good. I got a lot of blocks. Look at that. Yep. This thing pumps out blocks like that. This right here is good for single player. I'm definitely going to build this in, well, you know, my single player world. So that way I can get endstone while I'm AFKing for a couple of hours. And that way I can, you know, I wouldn't have to be here basically. I thought it'd be fun. But guess what? I'm basically done the mini quarry updates. This is the final version. And, well, I'm gonna go ahead and work on larger quarries now. I've been working on them for a bit, but I just wanted to make a fun little one. Alright, I'll see you in a week or so. I'm not sure how long this big quarry will take, but I'm going to use my concept here of the 2-block grabber. And I am, someone pointed out that I could use a conveyor belt that moves, so I'm probably going to figure out that again. And we'll get it going. Which means I'll rework this whole thing to be longer, obviously. Okay, that's it from me. Have a good one, and actually before I go, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a victory lap here. Pushes the blocks over. It actually might even harvest here. Probably won't, because it's 2 blocks far. Okay, it sends it back. We know how it works. It goes here. Well, if you watched the last video, you know how it works, but yeah. I'm so glad I made it so the updater to send it back up is built into the machine, because it'd be a nightmare having a leftover thing, you know. Yeah, so anyways, if you want a world download, just comment it. I'll probably put it on Planet Minecraft or something. Bye bye.